The peppers have been washed. Don't worry about getting them perfectly dry. We're going to have them roasting at a little over 400 anyways. Any excess water is simply going to evaporate in the oven. Take the time when you wash them. Don't forget to have the tongs. You're going to turn them around with the tongs. And I know you don't like taking things out of the oven, but instead of burning our arms on the rack, take out each tray, turn it, and then put the tray back in. Don't try to do it in the oven. Now, when we wash the peppers, we're also looking for ones that are unworthy. So out of the whole half bushel, there's a couple here, just 2 of them that were unworthy for the roasting. I'll cut those up. I'll cut out the bad parts, cut them up, freeze them with some fajitas, or we have got about, out of that half bushel, we have 4 trays, and they're gonna be going in the oven at 400 degrees. Alexa, set a timer 10 minutes. All right, so they've just been put in the oven, 400 degrees, preheated. Just let them sit there. Okay, so this is the first 10-minute pull out. You can see they're starting to sweat a bit. Okay, so still first turn, it's only been 10 minutes. You can see some of the charred marks on the peppers. Don't fret, that's exactly what we're looking for. We want this to happen. We're going to be mixing the roasted peppers once we take off the skin, and in an olive oil, garlic, with a bit of salt and pepper. What I got in here, I got about 3 cloves of garlic finely chopped, half a teaspoon salt, about a 1/4 cup to 2/3 of olive oil, and about 10 cranks of fresh ground pepper. I have these in here right now so the flavors fuse with the olive oil. Okay, so this is after 30 minutes. This side is kind of looking where I want it to go. The other side, not so. This one, I'm going to put it back in the oven another 5 minutes. So in this case, where originally I was thinking it'd be about 30 minutes, it's going to be about 35 minutes we're going to be having these peppers in the oven. I mean, you're the one cooking. It depends on the feel of the peppers. You know when they're cooked, and you want them to kind of look like this on each side. And as you can tell, I'll turn over this ghost, and obviously that side's not looking how I want. I want it to look like this side. Okay, so this is the part where we now take them off and we get them into the bowls or a container that we can seal. Basically, as soon as possible that you get them out of the oven. We want them to sweat and steam in these bowls. Loosen up the skin, cook them a little bit more. Makes taking the skin off a heck of a lot easier when we get to that point. So I'm going to fill these up as high as I can, and then get that handy wrap on, and then let them sit with the handy wrap on for about at least a half an hour. Have it fully sealed. Again, that one got tangled up. Basically, I'm going to have them on a coaster when I'm done. I'm going to get the other 2 and do the exact same process. So it's been a half an hour. I would be careful opening these up. They are still going to be hot to the touch. What we want to do, and I'll do this for the remainder, is slice it in half. Basically, they are hot. And then there's not that many seeds, but we want to just kind of scrape that off. See how it scrapes off nicely? So that's that. Open the side. Again, just scrape it off using the back side of the knife. Have some places where you just put the discarded seeds. And then the skin should be easy enough to peel. Voila. So discard that. That's basically it. There's the flesh that you want. I'm just going to put the flesh in a container for the time being. That garlic, olive oil, and salt mixture that we made earlier, once this is all done, I'm going to put the flesh into the bowl, all the flesh, mix it with the garlic, and then just let it sit for at least a day. Or I should say at least overnight to a day or 2. All right. Well, that's all of them now. So this is the garlic infused olive oil with some salt and pepper. As I was saying before, you want to add some oregano, other spices. You want it to be a little bit hot, add some chili peppers, seeds in it, you can. I'm going to keep this one basic. So we're gonna take what has been now all the flesh with the skin removed. And I'm gonna put in about half, okay? And I'll stir it around in a moment. Put in the remainder. I'll get this, and then just stir it around. And as I was saying, let this sit overnight, a minimum overnight. But if you can, a day or two. Just let those flavors fuse in. And we can either slice the pieces afterwards, put them in a mason jar, so we can have some nice roasted peppers as a condiment on a sandwich or something. Or what I'm going to do for the majority of this is blend it into a sauce. Peppers, they've been sitting now overnight. We're gonna chop up some more, put them in a mason jar with some olive oil and garlic. But in the meantime, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna be blending up these peppers that were roasted, turning them into a sauce so we can actually use it on our pizza tonight instead of tomato sauce. Just blend those up. That's what it's gonna look like. To spicing it up, we could put some hot chili pepper flakes. We could put some oregano for flavor. Heat. We're gonna add a little bit of, and then just for some flavor, a little bit of oregano. And then we're gonna blend that up, and that's what we're gonna actually use as the topping on the pizza. And voila, done. Ciao for now.